I'm Dr. Karen Perkins, and we are live in Newport Beach, and we're at the Speaking Empire Amplify event, and I am so excited because I have met my dream couple, the people that I'm definitely going to be looking up and working with. But I got Patricia and Calvin Woon, and these folks are not only a very attractive couple, but they're dynamic and they're very versed and skilled in getting hearts and seats, especially for those wonderful speakers that aren't so good at marketing, but we're really good at what we do in Asia. So, you want to speak in Asia, they're your folks, and they know all the back end. I'd love it if you would tell us a little bit more about some of the successes you've had and what you're looking for talent.
Great, Karen. Thanks for asking that. Basically, we've actually worked across Asia together with some of the top speakers, which include Robert Allen,
Wow.
Mary Buffett, Kane Mingus, and these are all the speakers. And more recently, Sir Richard Branson. Yeah, so we've actually brought these speakers around Asia because Asia is a booming place. And we are always looking for great experts like yourselves to actually be speaking to the audience over there. So we've done events in Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Philippines, and these are just some of the pit stops that we've actually done over the last 3 to 4 years already.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Well, what are some of the things you actually do for the speakers that come and bring you in to help them?
Okay, so we make it really easy for the speakers. So we specialize in events organizing and also, like what you mentioned, putting hearts into the seats. So we realize that a lot of speakers, they have all these gifts, all this talent which they want to share with, to the audience, but they just lack the ability to actually draw the audience into the room. So this is exactly what we focus on. We want to make it as easy as possible, for the speakers to really just share their talents, and while we take care of everything else, in terms of the event organizing and the marketing as well.
Yeah.
So we can just show up and do what we love.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we know that it's really tough to, be preparing all the content and then, arriving at the venue and realizing, you have to set up the venue for whatever trainings that you're doing. So we take care of that for you.
Oh, wow, that's so awesome. Now, you have worked with some of the greats of the greats. Do I really need to be Sir Richard Branson or Robert Allen in order to have you work with me?
Of course not. We want to work with the best in the market, and we do know very terrific trainers who are so good at what they do. They just forgot how to market themselves, and that's where we both come in. We want to put your story and your message out to the market, to the right audience, such that you create a match with the people that you want to work with, and you deliver results for the audience as well.
And I love that because in essence, you don't take just anyone and allow people to be set up for failure. You're very selective in who you'll work with. And so those of us, I'm weaseling in. Those of us who are lucky enough to work with you, you vetted us. You know that we know our stuff and that we're good. And because of that, you do find that success every time, don't you?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, we do.
In fact, the trainers that we work with, the speakers, we look at who are their raving fans. We see what are the testimonials that they have. We look at what's the content that they're delivering, and to make sure that whoever is on the receiving end of that content see a lot of value, and they become so empowered by the content that they're receiving. Those are the speakers that we want to put on our stages.
And honestly, that is one of those things that I know, if I qualify to be one of your speakers, that I'm not going to have somebody else's bad speaking tarnish what I do, because I know you've already made sure that everybody is where they should be.
You don't have to worry about that.
and then you take care of all the back end, so I can just show up and do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
right.
that.
Yay.
Well, one of the great things is being here at Speaking Empire and this Amplify event. just is so awesome, and they're good at putting hearts in seats, and they use people like you to do so. But there's been a lot of great content that's gone out. If you were willing to share with us the one big wow that you've gotten, what would that wow be?
The one big wow that I got was actually when Dustin talked about the irresistible offer. Yeah, and one of the things that I realized is that there are a lot of speakers and trainers who have so much to share, but they just do not know how to package up their brilliance. And it's actually really, really easy and simple, just following Dustin's model in terms of the architecture of the irresistible offer. One of the takeaways that I got was find out what are the tools and resources that can help your audience achieve the results. So even if it's like a software that maybe I don't have that software, but I can look for people to partner up. So that was a really wow for me, because I didn't think of that before.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest takeaway. Yeah.
Well, for myself, is when Dave presented on the presentainer technology. When you're sharing all these presentation techniques, all these different closing techniques on how to make people move and take action, to me that was like, wow, one really, really big takeaway. I learned so much from it.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, one of the big takeaways I've gotten from meeting you guys and getting to talk to you is the authenticity and your willingness to help other people get into their glory. And you do that because you are so talented at doing the one thing that most of us who speak are not talented at. And I know people like me, people like my husband, and several of my friends want to be one of those people that apply and hopefully qualify to be one of your top speakers. But we need to know how to get in touch with you. Now, I can track you down and accost you here. But everybody else, how do these speakers get in touch with you so that they can apply and see if they qualify to be one of your speakers?
Sure. So we actually have our platform, which is wealthmastery.asia. So that is actually the platform that we've been using to market all the events around. There is a very simple contact form which any trainer and speaker can actually submit, and then we will follow up with them. And then after we will see if there are events that are happening in our calendar that we would love their expertise and their time presenting there.
Awesome. So it's Wealth
Mastery.
Mastery.
Asia.
Asia. Okay, yeah. Wealthmastery.asia, and we can just go on there and follow the instructions. Okay,
That's
some
right.
of us can do that.
Yes.
Follow the instructions, and you will see and take care of us from there.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, you guys, you want to go to other places. Anyone who's interested in being a speaker in Asia and would really love to have the experts help you shine and help you get what you need and do all the back end for you so you can just show up and do your glory, we have got them. We've got Patricia and Calvin, and I'm so excited that I got to meet you. And I appreciate you coming and interviewing with
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you
too.
so much.
Thank
It's
you
our
so much
pleasure.
for your
Thank you so
time.
much.
Really, really. Thank you. That was so fun.